Hello everybody, welcome back up here and welcome to the new subscribers. Thank you for the click likes and subscribes, guys. Appreciate you so much, and hopefully this report helps you in your life in there. Um, Seeing it through the charts, a lot of the things will come out and rising on the surface. Um, as you see it, the energies I'm going to be showing you on the charts. In there, the moon is going to be opposing Saturn, and the moon represents our primary emotions. So, suppressing of the emotions or certain emotions that has been suppressed in there is going to be coming out in the surface. You're going to be feeling things like what happened with the emotions? Where did they go? What happened with the feelings? Where did they go? What happened with the energy? What happened with this? But as the moon is going to be opposing Saturn, it's going to be squaring Venus. And usually this is a more related like a mother-daughter relationship. The lack of this wisdom that was needed for the love. And you might find out that you don't know what love is because you weren't love, really. And without possessions in there, without positions actually, within the energies, you're going to be able to see that the divine always loves you. The divine was always next to you. The divine always helping you. And with this kind of like energies for when you're going to be sit down with yourself in there, you're going to go through this thinking processes. That ladies in that picture in there, thinking about what is the thing that went wrong, why I don't know love, why I don't feel the love, and where does that comes from? If the others has to love me, or I have to look at it inside of myself. Are very beautiful in a way positions because this is gonna be broader up issues that's gonna comes out in the surface. It gonna shows up the emotional restraints. That's gonna be like I'm restricting myself to have those emotions because I don't know what they are. On the same way, the moon that it's going to be squaring Venus, that is going to be your emotions about love that has been suppressing in there. I don't understanding this or whatever it is, but as the both Saturn and the moon, they're going to be a squaring Venus. That is going to be this internal suppressions that it comes in to that I don't love. I wasn't loved. And those energies is gonna comes out as a Venus wants to expressing something. And this is gonna be the time that you should express the lack of love. You should express this. I did not know what it was, but that doesn't mean you cannot learn. The divine giving you a lot of energies, a lot of things inside. You're gonna be seeing it through the charts how the divine is gonna help, and it continues of the energies that was from yesterday. So with that being said, let's go into the chart up here. As you see it, this is what the chart is for. At 7 o'clock in the morning, the moon is still in the divine energies with the north node and the sun. Following up from yesterday's energies of the divine, it's gonna comes in and reflecting on that. Really talking about towards the north node. Mid-heaven, it's going to be at Leo, talking about the wisdom, the key of healing. In there, of course, you don't want to talk about certain things inside, but is the proper communications that it's going to comes in from Jupiter and a Chiron. Very powerful communications, divine messages is all of a sudden it's going to come in. So they still going to be for another 2 days in there for. And with that kind of like powerful energies, Saturn, it is about right here with the South Node and the True Lilith and the Mean Lilith right there. Those energies that are coming from the past. It's going to be seeing that into the past. As the, excuse me, the ascendant is with the Sun. The Sun represents your power, the power of me. Okay, the power of my authority, the energies that I present within myself as I am. Okay, the sun is a I am that I am. Okay, the sun represents it is what it is also, but the power of the sun, it is about the creating, the center of the gravity within your own self and to you. That center of gravity, it's got a conflict with Pluto and Mars for. So you're gonna be seeing that like there's something at my center is not okay. I'm still have fights. I still have something that I haven't processed in full. So with that energy, we are gonna go forward. The next hour, the ascendant is gonna be with Mercury. That's mean there's gonna be a communications that you are kind of like escaping to talk, situations that you wanted to talk. You don't wanted to talk about certain things. You don't want it to get in certain positions in there. As the midheaven is gonna be connecting towards the moon, you're gonna feel like something with my emotions, something I'm suppressing, something I'm not saying, or something other people don't tell me. For just to remind you that in your subconscious, there's gonna be some those patterns of coming out like there is something you feel in it within yourself, but you feel the barrier. So when you hit that barrier within you, trying to go above and remember what it was before that barrier. Maybe there was a situations in your life that all of a sudden you didn't feel the love. Maybe there was a problems in the family. Maybe there was a something or tragic event or kind of like a situations within you that every time you go back in there, you kind of like a hitting the wall. But there is a memories there behind that. And when you take these memories there behind it, you're going to be able how to overcome and continue going forward. This is why that the energy of the moon and Saturn and Venus is about to tell you right now what that is, because the moon will trigger that at some point. The moon is not going to have any aspects today, so you're going to be feel like helpless, hopeless, and so on and so on. But that's going to be for a little bit, guys. It's just because you have to standing within yourself, be by yourself to realizing the things from within yourself. Okay, so in the next hour, which is that's gonna be at 9 o'clock in the morning, the midheaven is with Virgo. That it's gonna point this divine energies towards Chiron, as the moon is gonna go in there tomorrow. You're gonna be looking at those divine messages in the intuitions for healing. You're probably gonna forgiving people that didn't love you. You're probably gonna be healing the situations that they're from the past. And this is going to be overnight that hump. But you're going to go back in there. Remember the primary energies, and as you look at it as it right now, that past event is going to be forgetting, dissolved, and now you're going to be going forward with your life, hopefully healed. Healed with the most probably, the most personality in there that you need to know about be in love and be loved. Okay, that energy about the love is gonna rising on the surface. Right now, since the ascendant is gonna be with Venus, as we're talking about, you see these energies here. They are with Saturn and the Moon, putting that pressure of the visions about it. Oh, but these people don't love it. Oh, that energy doesn't love me, or I don't know what the love is. I don't feel the love. I don't feel this. And as you see at the midheaven right now, it's currently here with the south node in there. Just from the past experience, you're looking at how to not recreate the past. Okay? Because if you say I wasn't loved and I'm not loved, you bring in those energies from the past within you. But if you take in that energies and it's like, you know what? Just because I wasn't loved for this person, and that doesn't mean that I cannot love again. Seeing it with those energies for the expression of love, it's gonna comes in two ways. That is it when someone it's gonna have a hard time, but that's gonna be also people who overcome all this, and they're gonna give that expression. It's like, you know what, I was harmed with this, I was harmed with that, and I don't really know what love is. You see, when it does that into that expressions is in there, That is it, when you're releasing the pressure. You're saying the truth, being the truth, instead of keeping it within yourself, and you're kind of like trying to put that face mask. Is like, yeah, I do, but you don't. So be mindful about those energies, because they come out on the surface to heal. Okay, and you might not gonna like it, but hey, it is what it is. It's Scorpio seasons, and we are going in there to dealing with the things that we have not deal with it. Okay, clean up the carpet, cleaning up all that mess that we are shoveling under the rug. Okay, cleaning up these things that we keeping inside of ourselves and we don't tell nobody. All right, the next hour, 11 o'clock in the morning, the midheaven is going to be at Libra. Business time could be, if you're at work, there could be complications, and trying to overcome situations and attitudes from other people, lack of the other people changing, accepting the changes at work, you to accepting the changes within yourself. And here's what I say, that sometimes the personality the creates this lack of growth that it needs for being with the people in the team, in surrounding. That energy is going to come out because it's going to be a T-squaring from Mars and Pluto. And since this is the 10th house at work in there, that's what you are doing in your inner work, you might be going to get the triggers is like, well, I cannot change because that's how I am. But that comes in of who you are. You're in your ego, or you're in your authority. You're in that power of changing in there. Okay. So with this powerful moments in there, as the ascendant is rising, it's going to be square Jupiter. That is going to show like, hey, mature, grow up. You can change. And as Jupiter goes in there, this powerful energies of the past healing is going to come out and is going to kick in. And you are going to be seeing that the positive changes within your self. All right. We are talking about 12 o'clock energies. The midheaven is going to be with the sun in there. Divine energies towards the north node too. As you see, the ascendant is going to be at Capricorn. It's more about the work to it. Be mindful of the shadows of other people in there, but you're also going to be able to like finding the solutions in there. Okay, when you dig in within the problems, don't just look at the top layer. Okay, because what you see is the cause for something that happened before. So if you look at it, what that causing it to happen before, you're going to be understanding what you need to change so this cannot be happening. Okay, we're talking about the correlations between cause and effect. You will be probably gravitating to a certain emotions but you're looking for a new, brighter future, as the moon and the sun, intuition and authority, they're looking towards the north node. I was spoken about yesterday how the north node in your chart shows up for you. What is your mission in there? Okay, the midheaven in your charts shows up the work that you are coming here for, that you constantly have to work on yourself, while the north node shows up through your lifetime. What did you came here? Okay, if you have a north node and a fourth house, you came in because you want to have family. If you came in the fifth house, that because you want to have kids, working with kids, development, and so on. It's in the sixth house. You are naturally born healer, because your past node is a spiritual leader. Okay, if your south node is in the 12th house, your north node is in the 6th house in there. That's mean you're a healer. You came here to heal the world. Okay, if your north node is in the 7th house, for you that's going to be the marriage and relationships, the more important things for you. If that is in the 10th house, you are usually a person who is devoted to his work. Usually the presidents who are successful presidents, they have that north node in the 10th house. They have that sun in the 10th house, that authority driven in there. So as that energy is gonna come inside of you, it's gonna be like, look deeply inside within yourself. Why do you feel like this? What is it getting into this? So as the day goes by, at 1 o'clock, the midheaven is gonna be with Mercury. Critical ways of how you communicate and processing things. There could be a certain thing, certain changes that's going to be coming from Uranus, who is actually in that position that says like, hey, go out there and go do the things that you need to do. I'm going to be activating Neptune. I'm going to be activating this Mars. I'm going to activating those energies so we can learn how to talk. And then I have the divine energies that's going to be coming from Chiron and Jupiter towards you. Here is the message that actually came out that says like, important to look. Now Mercury at Scorpio can be a very kind of like poisonous in a way. There is a kind of like bad aspects in there, which just means squares or oppositions. But if there is a sextiles or trines, those are the speakers of the truth. This is kind of like the secret agents comes out and they telling you everything inside of you. Those are the detectives that comes out in there. And if you look at it, that energy is you detecting within yourself what is wrong. Okay, what is not right, what is not possessed in there. This is the underworld. This is the subconscious patterns in there that you're hiding. This is your shadow. And with that shadow, with the combinations of those energy as the moon and Venus in there, they are beginning to be getting into even more squaring of that energy. Those situations are rising up. All right, now the midheaven is with Venus. Now you're going to be working with that energy. As I said, you can see how the energy is right here, a pile up right in here within the inner work with the midheaven and Venus. You figure it out what you need to be. Okay, it's about the love, the expression of love and money with others. You're expressing with others. Okay, it's like why others doesn't expressing within me. Why did other people don't love me? Why I'm doing it, certain things that I'm kind of like pushing people's away, or why I cannot give the love that I think I should give to people. That energy is going to be so strong, so powerful in there. And currently the ascendant that is it from Aquarius is going to be showing to the moon you need to change, revolutionizing yourself, because this is going to come out at that surface as this kind of like a duality that it comes in, because we are talking about the moon is at Virgo, we have a Saturn that is at Pisces, and we're talking about Venus at Sag, dualities. But through the dualities, you're going to be determined the two extremes that coming in together to rising on the surface to point you the right balance. You're finding the balance within two extremes, that is solving the problem. Okay, so this is those energies that's going to help you, but the ascendant is going to give this divine light that is going to come into the moon. And in the next hour, as you're paying attention, is in there, the ascendant is going to be coming out at Saturn. That is going to be seeing it where the restrictions are, seeing it what kind of wisdom it needs to be. And the wisdom is coming from the past. Somebody told you, don't worry about it. If this person didn't love you, somebody else is going to love you. If you haven't learned what the love is, and so on. And based out of that past experience in there, Saturn is connecting to the South Node, and the South Node is connecting with Venus. Because you're going to look at it in the past, and you're going to find the divine was always with you. There is always was a people who you they were helping you in the hardest moments. There always something happens, some kind of like a miracle comes out in there. But you did not see it back then, because you wanted the love from specific persons, specific situations to satisfy you. And you missed the people who are sending to you to give you the love, but you did not know it because you wanted something else. So with that kind of like energies in there, and the midheaven is opposing Jupiter, is gonna be showing this a lack of the maturity and the growth within the friendshipness. He didn't realize that those friends, those friendshipness, those development, they were developing the love within you. Sorry guys, I'm still under the weather, so if you cannot hear me very well, it is what it is, but I'm working hardly to get better. So that's how it goes. And let's go dive in more. Next hour, 4 p.m. The midheaven is at Capricorn, the work that has to be done for the near future. Yes, you will understand why you need to do this, because you want the future to be better than the past. But you're going to require work. You don't work it out, nothing's going to change. So as the ascendant is very close to Chiron in there, and it's opposing the mean Lilith, you will see in it that kind of like the people who were mean towards you, they didn't know what love is, because they learned what it's mean, and they thought that the meaning, being a mean person, being like being this goofball and talking about this situation, so on, that's what love is. As recently in a lot of the years, we seen it this kind of like being the society and accepted as normal, but it's not normal. And some of those people, they're gonna realizing this kind of like energy, being talking a nasty language, or being in this toxic relationship. It's cool, and that's what's supposed to be love, but it's not. All right, fixing the society, right? Excuse me. Okay, 5 p.m. Midheaven is going to be at Capricorn. When you do the energies, when you do and listen at the divine, very powerful energy is going to come from Chiron, going to a Mercury. From a Mercury, that communications that you're telling within yourself, within the shadow, it's going to go to a Jupiter, who's turning you back in there. And that's going to be these divine energies right there, to understand the importance of the work. You see, the situations are following hour by hour, you to do the things step by step within yourself. You're following those energies, they are going to be leading you to a proper perspective, because that inner work, it is connecting with the ascendant visions of what you're going to do, perform in the material world, so you can be able to survive. But it's in the same way, they're connecting into Neptune right here, to the vision within eye changing within my subconsciousness patterns. All right, as we are going at more and more in there too. This is going to be at 6 p.m. Energies. The midheaven is going to be with Pluto. That's going to be putting these pressures towards the sun and Mars. Nothing new under the sun. It's been for a while. This energies has been for a while. But it's going to be kind of like too much, because of these oppositions with Saturn and squares with the ascendant that it's opposing Venus. It's going to be kind of like a pressure between the masculine and feminine energy. They're going to be really feeling like they've been pulling apart, okay, because of lack of love in there. But lack of love, where is it coming from? Divine always loves you, and you see that the divine comes in there, and you're going to be able to heal, not to have this patterns like avoidance, or these patterns of trauma bonds, or so on, or codependency in there. You're right now depending, and sees like the divine is putting it together. Okay, so as you see it, this is these divine energies between the intuitions and authority. You're putting it in there with that. That is going to be the place you want to be in. All right, next hour, 7 p.m. For that is the energies I was talking about. That as you see it, the moon doesn't have any positive aspect up here. This is gonna be because the moon is gonna be the lowest in the horizon there, the below. That's gonna be at the fourth house at home to it. It kind of like you're with people but feel alone. You know those kind of like feelings when you're at the family, yeah. but they don't feel the love. You're kind of like, everyone is kind of like thousands of miles away from you. They may be sitting next to you, but they're like 1,000 miles. They're somewhere else. And there is nobody around you but you. This is gonna be this energy that needs to be comes out, and pay attention to it. But if you look at it, the positive side of that energy, it is about to look within yourself and face the reality within you. It's like, you know what? If the other people don't love me, that doesn't mean I cannot love myself. So it's gonna be brooded this low vibes, but those low vibes is gonna be turning to something great tomorrow. You're gonna be seeing it tomorrow, and just because right now you're feeling it like this in there, is gonna be showing you some realities, and whatever those realities are to you, they are applying to you. Okay. Talking about 8 o'clock energies right now, the ascendant is at Cancer, the midheaven is going to be close with Saturn. So between 8 and 8:30, you're going to have this beautiful, beautiful divine energies in there, as the moon doesn't have anymore those divine energies that was with the North Node, with the sun. The authority is still looking at for that going forward. And you're gonna see, it doesn't matter what is going on, life goes on, right? The life goes on, life moves up in there, and that inner work that you're gonna be doing it right now with the ascendant and the sun, it's gonna be through a lot of emotions. You're gonna go through excuse me, through the emotional state. So with this being said, there in the next hour, which is going to be at 9 o'clock p.m. There. The moon is going to be even put some more situations, since the midheaven, the inner work that it's going to be done at Pisces, it's squaring Jupiter, and the moon is squaring Jupiter. This is going to be showing you the growth. But if you are arriving that energies, and if you take the energies that are here between the moon and Mercury, Mercury right now is receiving the proper messages into yourself for the healing. From these messages here, also what happens is the moon is a very beautiful with the ascendant. You're taking that beautiful kite that's going to be leading you to that changes in the pattern of the subconscious. And when you change the patterns within the subconscious, they become consciousness. And now it's upgrading your consciousness. To understanding how this is work is that energy that is created into the solar system in there, that is a gravity. That gravity that it comes in, this magnetic field, as we living here on the earth, is affecting us. We are in that gravity. That gravity, it's turning into an energy that we feel. Okay, the magnetism is an energy, guys. Either you go and you attract, or you push. So with that energy, we can go ahead and turn it into a process of emotions, process of informations. When that information comes in within us, we are going to be able to process through the psychology, through the philosophy of what we tell into yourself, to change our subconscious, that it comes in and change ourselves, because that's how we are going to be changing what? Our behaviors. And the behaviors, it's going to come out as the process of all this inner work. And this is how the Asto-Gravitational astrology works. But this is, if you look at it on that positions, you will understand why certain things affecting you. Okay, and since that gravity field is going to be having particular situations, and you have particular chart within yourself, they will apply a little different, but you're going to be putting on that magnetic field environment. You may not going to be applied personally to you, but you're going to have someone that's going to be applied, so you can be able to help them out, or you're going to help yourself. And there, the challenges, yes, they're going to come at 10 o'clock. You see it on your chart on the screen up here. Midheaven is with the north and the south node. past is review, and everything is reviewed as ascendant is at Mars, for too many squares, too many oppositions, too many things unread. Okay, what you can do, and particularly without emotions, as I was talking about the moon, and we are talking about Venus and all these processes, those is gonna come out beautifully in the next day. They're gonna coming out. But right now, as you're processing this energies, you will understand your personal limits, the other personal limits, what was not done correctly, and you're going to be able to move on by doing the self-love. And that self-love, it's going to be expressed tomorrow. Okay? But today, you're going to be feeling that energy, as I said. Right now, tomorrow, this is what it's going to be look like. Tomorrow, that beautiful energies here with Pluto and Uranus, they're going to be active. But today, don't be so bumped down. Don't be so stressed out. If there is a pressures is in there, see what the pressures are telling you. Okay? Because maybe something related to the past, as currently the midheaven is it with the North Node up here but you're going to be able to see on a day and a two how this is going to process as the moon is going to be going into Libra, the relationship with others. Because through relationship with others, you're practicing the relationship with your one self within you. And at 11 o'clock, that energy is changing. It is about the wisdom. Okay, the wisdom of that healing. As you see it right here, midheaven is with Chiron in there, and the Jupiter, powerful energies that it's gonna comes in as the purpose of healing what was not loved. Because you might not love your body, learn to love your body. You might not love in the heart, learn to love who you are in your heart. You might not learn loved within the emotions or in the soul, however it is about first you to love yourself. And once you love yourself, you're going to be able to open the love towards others. And you're going to feel it within you. You're going to feel it within your heart, within your soul, within the gravity, within the energies in there. Okay? But you're going to understand what love is and how these transformations is changing us for better in life. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the new subscribers, and I will see you the next time. And I wish you good luck. Good luck of doing it, that powerful work for you, so this can kind of like help you to get better in life and be happy, be loved. Okay, guys, love you so much. I'll see you next time.